Welcome to another episode of Entrepreneurs and Fuego. We are documenting the journey of amazing entrepreneurs such as my dear friend, and you just got married, so you're going to have to give us your new name.
It's Tiffany Benson.
Tiffany Benson's nay, you used to be?
Tiffany Jackson.
But now you're Tiffany Benson.
Yeah.
From Arabella. Arabella Models Image
Consulting. Yes.
Beautiful. Why Arabella?
It means beautiful in Dutch. I grew up in Germany, so it's kind of
I knew that.
my idea of telling everybody everyone's beautiful since I'm an image consultant.
So, but in addition to image consulting, what else do you do? Because your company does a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, so I do marketing and PR and branding for a lot of indie artists and small businesses.
Okay.
I also own Arabella magazine, which it's a way for people to market themselves internationally because we feature indie artists from all over the world. And then I also own Arabella Productions, where we do like YouTube commercials, tutorials, and stuff like that for our clients.
Do you find that indie artists are great at their craft, but the worst marketers in the world?
Yes. Which is why they come to me.
Which is why they go to you, right?
Everybody's in their zone, and they just kind of stay there.
Very aloof. Things can happen. You know, the world,
Yeah.
the sky can fall,
Yeah.
and everything else. And they're like,
When it's
okay, I'll just write my
what's in
song.
your head on Facebook, so that we can market.
And so that's what you do best. Now, how did you get involved into this business? Because what we're doing is, again, trying to find out how you got into this business, documenting your journey, which is, I think, very, very important, so that somebody that wants to eventually become you, they can be watching this right now and they go, you know what? She inspired me. I can do that. So what inspired you to get into this business?
Well, I started out to pay for college. I was a model and actress, and I learned to market myself in order to be able to go to college at the same time and try to work at the same time. And I was getting a medical degree, so it was a lot of like in the books and trying to figure out how to still book jobs and still get my name out there while studying.
Is it
hours a day.
Is it harder to be interviewed, or is it harder to act?
It's harder to be interviewed. Acting, I already know what's in my head.
And you know kind of what's going to happen, right? And I get that all the time. And we've gotten actors and and they're like all nervous and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going to happen. I'm like, dude, you're an actress. You're an actor. I mean, come on. How hard can this be?
Well,
right?
acting, you can be like anyone in the world, and you're so used to being all these different types of people and expressions and versions of people. But interview is just like yourself.
What's the best version you would want to be?
Best version, I'm a very relatable person, and I think that that's the best version of me because it's hard for people to relate to other people nowadays. So.
Your market then is indie entertainers.
Yes.
What else? Or who else? Who can contact you to get an image consulting audit, if you will, or some type of advice from you?
I do like indie artists. I include indie artists as every single type of art. So anything from models to actors to bands to composers to writers to chefs, designers, anybody that takes what's in their head and makes it their own business. That's my interpretation of indie artists.
Aside from social media, let's pretend for a second that social media doesn't exist. What other medium would you use?
My biggest one that I use is network marketing. I put together large events and shows. We have one coming up actually April 3rd. It's called Showcasing of the Arts. It's a fashion and beauty expo.
Okay.
And so we mix in all different types of artists. So whether it's like the high fashion wedding designer with the death metal rock band. And we put them all in one area and do one big giant show. What that does is it opens up a lot of diversity to businesses that normally wouldn't get that diversity. So I've been doing it for the past 5 years, and I've had amazing feedback on it because I've had one of the bands that plays, their name is 24 Thorns, they're a death metal band. And they're
a death
like,
metal band?
Yes, and they're like, oh my God, these people are listening to our music now that normally wouldn't. I mean, we have grandma and grandpa that are just like, oh, this is amazing, because now they're doing acoustic guitars while intermixing their death metal.
Let's plug in. What is the name of the band?
24 Thorns.
Did you know about 24 Thorns? You don't like this kind of music? Maybe.
Okay, I can do it.
That's Taylor right there, the best videographer in the business. But all right, so all these people are coming to you. You're offering this advice, and so with network marketing, you find that going a little bit old school without the social media works.
Yeah, just bringing people in. And just bringing people in from different genres and different areas. You get them all in one area and they mesh.
How do you market yourself?
I do a lot of word of mouth. A lot of like people just tend to come to me. I also own, with my showcase,
Yes.
I give back to the community. We do a bunch of different charitable events, like we're giving away prom dresses, and we gave away back to school supplies, and we did camps and stuff like that for our youth. So a lot of times it's someone's parent who's referring me to a kid, or referring a kid to me, and then they're like, oh, by the way, my friend also owns this business, and that's how I get referrals. So.
And by being here on Entrepreneurs in Fuego, that's your way of giving back, because we want to find out stories, we want to document the stories of entrepreneurs such as yourself. Mm-hmm. We are a nonprofit organization. We advance education, entrepreneurship for minorities, for women, for displaced youth. So that's the way you're giving back to us, man, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
What would you say is the most difficult, or the biggest challenge you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner? What is the most difficult challenge?
I think it's just going from artist brain to business brain, because I have tons of things that go on in my head, and I see like when I get a client in, I'm like, oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, just because that's how my brain works. Right. And it's kind of narrowing everything down and saying, okay, let's just make it simple. That way we can go step by step.
When you go into the business brain, though, I mean, you have different hats, right? You have the accountant hat, you have the marketing hat, you have all these hats that you wear as an entrepreneur.
Especially
correct?
Being small business still.
Precisely. Of those hats that you wear, which one is the most challenging, if you will?
Accounting.
Accounting?
Yes, I'm an artist. Numbers, they're just everywhere.
So you're calling the accountant, hey man, I need your help.
Yes. I have spreadsheets for days.
How many clients do you have, and do you have a goal for, say, the next 3 years? Where would you want to be?
Overall, because my business is membership based,
okay,
so good. I have everything from smaller members who just want everything called the Artist Black Card, where they can have their information up on our website, and we blast out.
What's your website?
ArabellaModels.com.
Arabella, Arabella.
Models.com.
I told you to speak Dutch.
Yeah.
There we go. Boom. So, all right. So, ArabellaModels.com. So they go in there, and then you sign up to be a member of Arabella. And then you have different types of memberships.
So there's everything from like a basic member who we have a thing called the Artist Black Card, where they can put information about their business, and we hand out these cards all over the world. There's probably about 400,000 currently. I just shipped off some more. So throughout the world, where people go onto the website and they see what businesses are doing what and where they can get specials or different things like that. So that's a basic membership, all the way up to a private client where we completely do their business, where we do all their marketing, we do their photo shoots, their tutorials, everything. So between all of that, about 400 clients is what I have.
That's amazing. That's really amazing. And you've been in business for how long?
5 years.
5 years. 5 years, and that's going to turn into 50 years, because what you're doing, it's really phenomenal. It's because not only, helping out that indie, that very elusive and mythical mind of the artist, right? But you're really giving back to the community, and that's what this is all about, man.
Yeah, that's the most important part. So, because our youth has to take care of us when we're older, so might as well try and take care of them now.
You're a kid. You're the youth, man.
Oh, I'm 30 now.
Now you know your secret, man. See, now I didn't ask, all right? So I wasn't unpolite. I just want, for the record, I didn't ask. But you're amazing. So where did you go to school, and how did you get into this? What prompted you to get into this?
I went to ASU, and I studied medicine, so I wanted to be a doctor. Right. I started college like really young, so like 15, I started taking college classes, and then I got signed as a model to do modeling and acting, and I used that to pay for college and realized that I loved that.
How were you discovered? How did that happen?
In a mall.
You're walking around in the mall?
Walking around the mall, somebody said you should be a model. I know people were like, that rarely happens, but it actually happened.
I was just gonna say that. Does that really happen?
Yeah, and I got shipped off to New York. I went to the School of Film and Television, which I think is now called New York Conservatory. That's how old I am. And just started from there. And I mean, to me, it was just a way to pay for college. I was like, I just need to get this medical degree.
And then your parents were your number one fans and very supportive, I would imagine.
They were. They're like, go do it. If we're not paying 80 grand for college, you go do it.
What did your friends? I gotta find this out. What did your friends say when hey, I'm being shipped to New York because I'm a model now?
Well, I really tried to keep it a secret because it was like, back in the day, modeling was like, oh, you're a model. And I was like, no, I'm going to be a doctor. Like, I'm smart. Let alone, like, when I actually started practicing as a vision therapist. And I was like, I can't sit in an office this long and have the same patients over and over and over again. So I was like, I'm going back to modeling. And then just, seeing a lot of people in the industry that were doing it wrong. Like, there was a lot of models that were, because I did marketing for one of my modeling agencies, a promotional agency. And there was girls coming in that were just like, I paid like $30,000 and like I don't have anything to show for. Don't even have an agent. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you paying all this money? Like, what's going on?
Right.
And that's what made me actually start being an image consultant, because I'm like, you can market yourself, and just kind of teaching them how to do it.
And you're doing that incredibly well.
Thank you.
We're going to wrap this up. Since you're an actress, you're going to help me sign off. And,
okay.
And what we're going to say, so now you got to
get in the acting zone.
So you're now a hostess, and you are an entrepreneurs in Fuego, and you're going to say, with that, we're out.
Okay.
On 3. 1, 2, 3. With
that,
we're
out.